I'm Anushka Shankar and I'm a sitar player and composer from India, now living in London. When I was in high school in the United States, I helped run a feminism club along with several friends, and I remember the adults around us used to laugh and find it all quite cute. A few years later, in my early 20s, I used to sheepishly look back at my teenage self, thinking, of course, that I knew all about the world then, and what it was to be a woman. I used to look back at my teenage self and think I had been quite naive. But I think it's the girl in my 20s who was quite naive, actually, because what's cute about what's going on in the world today? What's naive about wanting to change it? As a child, I suffered sexual and emotional abuse for several years at the hands of a man my parents trusted implicitly. Growing up, like most women I know, I suffered various forms of groping, touching, verbal abuse, and other things I didn't know how to deal with. I didn't know I could change. And as a woman, I find I'm frequently living in fear, afraid to walk alone at night, afraid to answer a man who asks for the time, afraid I'm going to be judged or treated in ways based on the way I might choose to dress or the makeup I might choose to wear. And, you know, enough is enough. I'm rising. I'm rising for Jyoti and for women like her. I'm rising with the amazing women of my country who were together calling and saying enough is enough. I'm rising for the child in me who I don't think will ever fully recover from what happened to her. So, join me. Let's rise. Let's dance. Dance has the power to heal, to transform. So let's transform ourselves. Let's transform this world. Let's rise together.
Hi, everyone. I am here in Bukavu, Democratic Republic of Congo, on the verge of the rising, 1 billion rising. I think it will be the biggest global action on the history of humankind on the planet for women to end the violence and to bring about a time when women are cherished, safe, free, and equal. I just want you to imagine today that when you dance, when you put your body on the ground, when you put your feet on the mother, when you move your hips, when you move your body, when you move your soul, that we are literally dancing up the will of the world to end violence against women and girls. I could never have dreamed up the diversity of this movement. We have the Queen of the Carnival in Rio de Janeiro and the Queen Mother of Bhutan. We have prime ministers of Croatia and Australia. We have llamas. We have nuns. We have Zumba dancers. We have Karachi dance. We have an extraordinary dancer in Pakistan who will be dancing in Karachi where it is danger. We have women who have never danced before and women who will literally be risking their lives to dance. We have movie stars and we have domestic workers. We have migrant workers. We have union leaders. We have nurses. We have doctors. We have every type of person on the planet and every person on the planet. And I really believe this day will literally change the mindset, the paradigm, and the energy of the planet. And when we wake up on the 15th, we will not be finished with our efforts. We will begin the next stage of our efforts where violence against women and girls will never be marginalized again, and we will have called up the intention and the energy to make sure we live in a world where women are safe and free. One of the greatest things about this movement is how connected we are across borders, across nations, across tribes, and we are in this together. We now know that violence against women is a global phenomena and isn't particular to culture or to nations or to families, but it's something all of us are impacted by. So when you dance, imagine you are dancing with everybody on this planet. Imagine you are connected to everyone on this planet, and dance your 1 billion rising dance so that we are safe and free and women are equal and we are cherished and come into our rightful power.
The most extreme forms of abuse you can imagine: sexual assault, sexual violence, non-payment of wages, modern-day slavery. We are rising because we don't want to be a part of a world where that is acceptable possible, and we know that women can lead the way to a different kind of world where everyone can live free of violence with respect and with dignity. I represent a movement that has women from all over the world, all different cultures and histories and languages that we speak, and we all share a love for dancing and singing and music and culture, and dance brings us all together, just like our passion for justice and for respect for women. I'm
just going to be I'm going to shake it off. I'm Rosario Dawson. I'm from New York. I'm an actress. I'm an activist. I like to call myself an activist. I get to tell stories for a living. I get to collect stories and share them with people for my humanity and to connect to others. I'm rising because 1 in 3 women will be raped, killed, or beaten in her lifetime. We compose the majority of the planet. I think it's scary and insane to imagine that women's issues and girls' issues are a side issue. And as long as we continue to not stand up and rise and make it the thing that is at the forefront, we're going to see every other issue before us continue to fail. Everything that we care about will not move forward as long as women and girls are not safe. So it's time for us to stand up for that. I am rising because acid attacks are becoming more prevalent in Colombia. I am rising because of child brides in India. I am rising because of girls who are getting raped on their way to class.